Let's see if I can do that again without... filters, turn off the chroma, blend, scaling, aspect ratio. Not. Is there a yeah. Alrighty. Gain, video delay. Well. Changed. Alright, well. You'll just have to look at it that way. Alrighty. So, let's see. Okay, looks like my microphone is working. Where is my Raspberry Pi? There it is. Okay. And here are my Legos. Or knockoffs, really. So, I have this, which is a swivel piece. I want to use that somehow. I don't know how I'm going to use that just yet. But I do want some way to tilt up and down. Let's see. So I'm going to stick that on here for right now, so I don't lose it. I gotta give it to these people who make knockoff Legos. They do a reasonably good job. I mean, they're not I think the ones that most of these here are called Best Blocks, and they're a reasonable facsimile of the Lego stuff. But I went through one day and I pulled out all the Lego from the Best Block because, quite honestly, when you put Lego together, it snaps and you kind of get the feedback as to if it has succeeded, the join has succeeded or not. And these don't really do that. So, as a novice builder like my son is, he doesn't get the feedback he needs to see if something's working successfully. Could have sworn had some moving pieces in here. Let's see how much The Lego's way louder than I am. Hilarious. Curious to see how it sounds. Let's see. Am I buffering now? Okay, not horrible. See, here's where the knockoffs really show their difference. This is one of the figurines. See, so that's a Lego piece, I think. Except it's not. Interesting. Alright, well. These out of the way. I'll probably want those. So, if I'm not going to have the swivel pieces, which... Oh, here we go. Here's one. See? But the problem is a little on the flimsy side. Don't know that I'm going to get the friction that I want from that, but we'll see. See, like, for example, this totally looks like a Lego piece. You're like, who would make that aside from Lego? Well, this is not Lego. It's a knockoff. There's half of that piece. Hey, look. A mongrel olive drab and red version of that, but it might come in handy, who knows? I don't know if you can tell. Muscly arm. More people want to watch a guy play with off-brand Legos than they want to watch play GTA. Yeah. I didn't pay too much attention to how many people were watching. All right. There it is. There's the actual piece. Hey, this isn't playing, man. This is serious work or something. What's hilarious about this is I think these are two different brand knockoff pieces that kind of are the same thing. Because when I try to put the red onto the green over here, I ended up they ended up not really matching, even though superficially they look like they should match, right? That's amusing. Alright, let's see what else we got in here. So I'll keep this out in case I find the red leg. Ah, there it is. Right there. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Let's see. Those will work, I think, in the long run. They weren't the pieces I was hoping for, but you know, you do what you can with what you have. I wonder if Lego's gonna come after me with the trademark police for saying Legos when I'm not really playing with brand name Legos. Damn it! Now you got me saying playing with. This is serious business. All right, let's see. There's the other one. In case I need it. I found the other one of these. Oh, two of them. This is interesting. This is a set of, I don't know if it's Best Blocks or Mega Blocks. I don't recall which one it is. It's a tank. And it's this nasty olive drab color. And it's just... I mean, it's the color of the tank, but like, you'd be sitting there thinking, it's like, what kid's gonna sit there and buy olive drab Legos? I don't know, I'm that old. Shit. At heart, I feel like sometimes I'm like a 2-year-old. Putting these over here just as a safe place to keep them. So I can figure out what I'm going to do with them. Nah, dude, it's fine. You know, I'm almost 40 years old now, and I still love playing with Legos. What are you gonna do? Some toys are just fun no matter how old you are. How many of these are there? Look at this. This is like number 5, number 6. Yeah, look at that. They must just be doors or something. I might need this for some bamfing. Is that what it's called? Bamfing? Banting. Alright, let's see what we can find over here. Alright, I think those will more or less work. Oh, look at that. There's one with the tops that's actually usable. There we go. Oops, sorry about that. Ooh, look at this one. See if I can find the blue one that matches with that. So I bought these Legos. Actually, what I had done is we were yard sailing, and my son was maybe about one and a half at the time, and this guy had a lot of Duplo and these Lego knockoffs. He was just selling all at once. And, you know, there was, you know, I would say probably about half the lot was brand name Legos. So I'm like, okay, I'll go for it. So I bought it. So I ended up with all these. But, you know, and in looking at what you know you have in hand, it's interesting to find out the kinds of stuff that was there. It's like one of them is a best blocks kit that it's just you can build all sorts of things like fire engines and ambulances and buildings and you name it. It's a pretty cool set. A lot of people consider Minecraft like being a Lego world you can shrink down and play in. You know, in a lot of ways, that's not wrong, you know? Huh. Let's see. This is an interesting piece. This is not a piece I've ever seen in the Lego world. It's interesting. I don't know how I get that to attach to anything. Put it over here to the side in case it comes in handy, but don't think it's going to. I'll take a closer look at these blue pieces as I pick them up. Another one of those olive drab pieces. Look at the minfig. It's just sad looking. Help me. Help me. I'm a Lego knockoff and I look sad. This is why I don't play with Legos on the table. Because shit falls off of tables. Floor is the best place to play with Legos. Hey, welcome back, Plant Mustache. We have gone creative for the night. I knocked a bunch of my Legos on the floor, and I gotta pick it back up. Alrighty. So here's the idea. I don't know if you missed it or not. I have a Raspberry Pi in a Lego compatible case. So I'm trying to build a swivel in 2 axes stand for this. So this is the orientation. See, right there's the camera right there. So the hole right here is a red light to say that's recording, and this is the top orientation. So I'm going to try to build a stand for it so that it kind of sits in this orientation more or less, but I can point it down or rotate it to point it at whatever I want to video. So we'll start with a stand for about that size. And then start by going to the swivel piece like that. Pretty sturdy, seems. So let's see, this is 8 across, so I'm going to want to get at least something of that size to act as my secondary plate, like that. This base might be too small, but we'll work off of it for now. And then let's see. Let's go with matched colors, my favorite, right? One of the things you'll find when I build Legos is I will first work on the design and then I will come back and pretty it up. So let's see. Get that off of there for right now. Okie dokie. So I've kind of built a swiveling. It only swivels down for the most part. So let's start. How do I want to mount it? Do I want to mount it like this? Like that? Let's see. That's not bad. You can get a little bit of downward looking action, but I'm a bit displeased by how far down I can look. With Duplos. That's not too bad. I'm trying to think if there's a better way I could do this. Now, if I were to do this as a bant, let's see what kind of action I get. Yeah, you see, if I was to do it as a bant, I could mount this like this, and then I would have down, up, all around, though it doesn't seem like it's going to hold very well if I try to point it down or up at that matter. So I don't know that I have much of a choice but to do it this way. Just from a matter of just a matter of how much strength it has. I can kind of do that. I can kind of rotate it. No. Sure didn't go to MIT or like University of Techie bullcrap. Yeah, it's just Legos, man. I didn't even bust out the Technics, which I'm thinking about doing because there's all sorts of cool braking mechanisms that you can build with Technic Legos. Got to figure out how I'm going to do that. Well, you know what? Half of the fun of Technic is figuring out how it all works. All right, cool, man, Colin. You have a good night. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for dealing with my crazy Lego fun. There you go. Alrighty. So, way back in the day, this is going to show my age. This was a cool ass Technic set. Check it out. Had a car. It had working headlamps that go down and up. The steering wheel would actually turn the wheels. Had working suspension. And believe it or not, back here was a motor with pistons that went up and down. This was an amazing kit, and you could actually install a motor. It was like a $20 add-on kit. You could install a motor and this thing would drive. This thing was amazing. Reclining seats, it would go back and forth. This thing was an absolutely ludicrous build. Like, it took like 8 hours. Yeah, pretty much. But the nice part about it, and then it would also turn into this Jeep. With a unified rear suspension and individual front suspension. This didn't have the working motor, but it had reclining seats and see how the steering mechanism worked. Had the like a rack and pinion style steering mechanism. It's actually pretty awesome. All right, so this is an amazing little set. And it's not little. It's how many pieces? 892 pieces. Ah. Oh, my son would love these. Look at them. They're little mini micro machines. Why are they joining my Legos? Oh, wow. Check it. Instructions and everything. Isn't that crazy? I'll have to build that one of these days. Alright, let's see what we got. See, look, there's one of the seats. Reclines and everything. Don't even know what this is. Oh, here's a little steering mechanism. Look at that. I've been like cruising down the street with my McDonald's Happy Meal, eating them burgers, slapping them fries. Alright, so let's see. I'm not sure that I have enough pieces here. I ended up mixing up these with my mine. So, hey man, it's cool. You don't gotta be funny. Just gotta hang out and chill out, man. That's all. You ain't putting on a show. Allegedly, I am. All right. so let's see. How are we going to do a swivel mechanism? We can do something that goes like that. And we can just do like a parallel. Let's try it. Should be enough, honestly. So let's see. I'll work with these pieces here. These allow movement. Yes, perfect. Alright, so let's start with these. Master Builder with Duplos. Let's see. Let's kind of get an idea for how this stuff is working. So, this is the idea. This should have just enough friction to keep everything pointing in the same direction. Without falling over, you know. The idea would be you take, let's see, you take this and you mount the Raspberry Pi like this. It's a little more structure, mind you, but and then it does that. And this piece right here can be fixed. And that moves up and down. Yeah, I think we can make that work. So we just need another one of these structures. In fact, it shouldn't even interfere. Let's see. So the way that it's built, it shouldn't interfere with that, so it can move freely. I wonder if there's enough room in here, or rather, if there's a multiple that I can build that will allow it to be sandwiched in there. And I don't know if you all are experienced with Technic or not, but to get these guys out, you just take one of the pins and pop goes the piece. So let's see. I have to do this. And then do this. Yeah. Maybe I'm making it a little overly complicated for Twitch streams. Okay, so let's see. Does that fit? No, I see I'm going to need a 1-pin shim. See how it's coming apart right there? Let's see. Is that all I'm going to need? This is not matching up with the Technic spec. How about that? So let me see something. Does this match up any multiple of Legos? Let's see. It's more than 2, but not quite 3, I'm guessing. Yeah, see, that's the problem. It is just barely bigger than 3. I don't know if you can see that. So, while under the normal circumstances, I would be able to shim this with a one piece. Let me demonstrate. So, let's see how this doesn't quite reach. See how it's a little offset like that? But what I would be able to do with this is, because they match up on the thirds, I would be able to take a piece like this, stick it in here, and it would match up to a whole unit. Or not. The fuck? So the Legos aren't matching up either. Interesting. So what is it then? I need to do this. No, that's not what I want. I want that. Nope, I don't want that either. What do I want? I don't know what I want. It's not even lined up. What the fuck is going on? Oh. That's what's going on. Okay, that lines up. So it looks like I just have to shim it out one? Is that what it is? That's one unit. Yeah, well, see, the way that Legos are set up is one of these block units over here is equal to 3 of the thin ones. We'll see here in a second. Let's see. See, they're meant to be integral multiples so that you can use 3 of these to make the same height as one of these. So let's see. So if we were to take the Raspberry Pi again and mount it like so. Okay. But yeah, I can't do that because these move in relation to each other. Okay. Good enough. Mystery solved. Stupid plan. Not enough forethought. Alright, so we'll go back to our original idea. So, have that mounted like that. And then that again. Oh, definitely, man. Legos are one of those things that are fun to play with and kind of have some ideas of how things work. But, it wasn't until I really started messing with like the Technic blocks that I really start understanding how clever the setup was. So if this is not interfering with anything, it's actually in my best interest to move these up. That way I get the best mechanical advantage of holding everything in place. Okay, so we got that. So we just got to build one more of these. With the assumption that we have the pieces full. Fun to play with, but not eat. Choking hazard. Yeah, and that unfortunately is very much a reality in my house. I have a 4-year-old and a 6-month-old who is just about ready to start crawling. So, too real, man. Too real. No, I'm just playing. So I'm going to build this mirror image. Oh, and this long one can be like a little handle. Nope, wrong side. Let's see. Probably be better if it's like this. They're cute, but that's daddy talk. I mean, I think they're cute, but cute babies are more subjective than you would think, apparently. So I'm going to keep my opinions about my children vague and what's the word? I'm not going to argue about it. How about that? Oh, shit. What did I do? Alright, so now I gotta hold these guys together. So I have this system now that's basically, it's 2 independent systems right now. So I need to make them mechanically one. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah. Walking kids are both great and terrifying at the same time. So it's I would say congratulations and watch out to your sibling. It's definitely both awesome and scary at the same time. Let's see. That should be okay, I think. I will need because you see, I can. The black may not be the best choice, but when I start pulling on one side, it doesn't really come with it, you know. So let's try. These. So the nice thing about these is you can put several of them on. Little Frosty. You're the original Frost. Like the Frosty from Wendy's. So here's a cool little trick you can do with these. If you take these guys, put them on the inside, you can take them and slip them in between like this. I know they're mechanically not the strongest things on the face of the planet yet. And then, with a little tweaking, you can come back through and push them out. Now, see how much mechanically stronger they are? They work all together right now. So a couple of these guys, I'm going to probably put one here and then one here. And they should be pretty unified mechanically. Let's see. I guess he would be Seedling Peach Fuzz. Well, what this is doing is it's because this doesn't twist easily and it's in these holes very tightly, it ends up almost creating the rigidity this way that doesn't exist when you take it out. So if you take it out, there's no joined rigidity. And if you remember when I put this piece in, it twists it all to heck. So this creates the tension in this orientation. And you can see when I move it like this, it stays all together. Now the idea is this is going to be the handle, and I want to be able to move it using just this. But I don't have that kind of rigidity yet. So let's get a couple more of these guys. So maybe what I'll do is I'll have one that goes all the way through like that. And instead of joining from the inside, I'll join from the outside. Like this. And that'll make it a lot harder for them to come apart. See how they came off all in one piece? So, yeah, we're trying to make one big rigid piece right now. And I will do another one of those inside jobs up here. The cool thing about Technic Legos is it teaches you a lot about mechanical advantage and torquing where you don't want it and stuff like that. So like now it's a lot harder for me to get this in here than it was the first one. So now probably, there we go. So now let's see if I have enough rigidity for that. Okay, not bad. So what that is telling me is I'm going to need to fill this in over here so that this whole piece is rigid. So let's try that. So all I'm doing is just adding more of these guys onto here. Airsoft gun? Oh, cool. The neighbor's kid likes has airsoft guns. And they're interesting for sure. Alright, let's see now. So here's what I've done. Basically taken the same idea, but I've filled it in all the way across. So let's see what I got here. Alrighty. So now, see, this is not going to allow it to collapse either. So there's the other one that I was working on. So let me do the same thing with that. G36C. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with them. We used to play with BB guns when I was a kid. And that was very dangerous. I'm kind of regretful that I ended up messing around with that shit in my old age. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, now let's see what we got. Alright, let's see. Ready? Nice. There we go. See, that's kind of the action I was looking for. I want to be able to pull from there. Alright, so not 100%, but DevGrew? No, I have not heard of DevGrew. The United States Naval Special Warfare Development Group. Interesting. I work for the Navy. I guess we're not warfare development. Alright, that's better. A little bit better. Still working on it. So now I got these pieces in here that need reinforcing to stay together. So I can do that in a couple of ways. Let's see if this will do the trick. Okay, so what I will need is 4x8s like this. SEAL Team 6. There we go. Much better. So now it's more or less independent of... What's it binding on now? That's alright, I guess. Alrighty. Okay, so get ourselves a nice mechanism here. Gotta hold the camera. Alright, so the next course of action is to give it a base. Oh, come on. I mounted this wrong. Not as rigid as I thought it was. It's okay though. Navy has way better pilots. Yeah. See, I'm a civvy, so I don't get to... sorry. I don't get to make fun of the Navy guys. But the Navy guys call them the chair force. Let's see. That better? Looks better. It is better. Alrighty. So, now we're going to have to build a base. So, let's see. I have to raise it by probably a bar-ish or so. Too big. Oh, I had some gray ones. Okay, good. So we can find another gray one to make it look pretty. There it is. Alright, man. See you in a bit. Alright, so here is our base. Alright, so here's the idea. Let's see if there's enough space over here. This would be like this, and I want to be able to do that. So that's not bad. I don't know how well you can see that. So we'll see. All right. So at the end of the day, I don't need it to swivel. I just need it to kind of sit still, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good start, but it is definitely wanting to tip over to the front. So I propose this as a remedy. There we go. So now I have a wide range of angles to point the camera. Even pretty far down. See? But because I can't leave well enough alone, I'm going to raise this up by one more. Just so I have a little bit wider range of motion. See if we can put it back together. Alrighty, so there we are. So got this handle up here to kind of position it. There's the Raspberry Pi. That's a good range of motion too. So look how far down it can look. And it stands. It does not need to be handheld. You just kind of turn it where you want it to look and then point it where you want it. Not bad. Alrighty. So is this Raspberry Pi on there secure? Yeah, it's perfectly secure. It's not, it doesn't need much. I mean, it's not just gonna pop off, right? I mean, it might, but yeah, look at that. You can hold it by the base and swivel it, sort of. In reality, if I want it to be truly secure, what I will do is get another piece over here and do one of the rigging mechanisms that you can do with the Technic. Now the question is, do I remember any of them? So let's see. Honestly, if I just do this, I'll probably be enough. It's not going to be the strongest thing on the face of the planet, but it will keep most of this mess together. There we go, we'll do that. There we go. Not bad. All right. Let's see. Where is DOS power cable? Oh, it's powering my phone. Well, suck that phone. Let's power this guy up. Raspberry Pi. See the nice blinking lights? Oh, I don't have to move it. I can just kind of do that and you can see the lights blinking without me having to mess with it. Sort of. So there are the blinking lights. Let me bring my keyboard back because I need to SSH into it. is. So, let's see. Bad file descriptor. Interesting. Why did that work? Oh, huh. Mod probe. PCM 2835 V4L. There we go. Alrighty. There we are. Put my keyboard back out of the way. So here's the Raspberry Pi. It's a little bit of a delay, but and then let's see. There we go. And our working swivel holder. You can turn it into whatever angle I need it. Here's my poor old Raspberry Pi 1. So you can see the lag between the videos. Oh, it froze. It's the Wi-Fi. You gotta love it. But yeah, you can see the lag between the two videos. You can see I'm moving the Raspberry Pi back and forth. And it's like a comedy film. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So I think ideally I'm going to want to run this with the wired interface, not the Wi-Fi interface, but it's working pretty well. Talking with Stephanie. Who is Stephanie? So there you go. It's pretty much what I was looking to do. So we have ourselves a Raspberry Pi case made with Legos and a Lego Technic stand. So, alright, that was the goal of tonight's stream. Do you have any suggestions, any requests, anything you'd like me to go back over? Let's see, there we go. So there's the Raspberry Pi. I'll point it at the ceiling. Okay, cool. So yeah. What's the Y question? Or did you accidentally press enter? So I have a battery that I can plug this into. I wonder if it'll slide into this gap over here. And I can have a completely mobile solution. So play a game or something. I don't know if I have a game in me at this hour. It's it's 3:15 where I'm at. I go to creative like 2 o'clock just because I don't have the coordination for playing a game, but my brain's still working well enough to kind of engineer stuff mechanically, at least. Heck, I'm pretty proud of this one. So, you can see the light. Oh, that's from the camera. See how the camera has a light on when it's running right there. Oh no, you said you were talking with Stephanie, and I had no idea who Stephanie was. So I didn't know if Stephanie was your sister, your girlfriend, your mother. It'd be weird to call your mother by her name, but it's not, it wouldn't be the first person. You wouldn't be the first person I've ever met who does that. So like this range of motion is quite nice. Better than I was actually looking for. I would have been happy with just something that did, like maybe something like that to that. But that's a good range of motion we got going on there. That turned out to be a really nice design at the end of the day. So yeah. That turned out to be actually a pretty good feature because it's actually pretty hard to grab from like right here. That actually gives a pretty good mechanical leverage sort of thing. That was an inadvertent feature because I couldn't find the right piece, but it turned out to be pretty nice. So I don't have to grab it from here. If I start grabbing it from the Raspberry Pi, it might pop off, even though it's on there pretty nicely. So all right. So let me see. I have an idea of where I want to put it for my streams, and I want to see if it works the way I want it to. So didn't really want my screens in the picture. sure nothing on here. There's a problem. Yeah, let's go back over here. So this is kind of what I was thinking of when I ended up streaming. Is there we go. Turn back my filters, chroma key. There we go. See, the intent is to kind of do that. So I can kind of be working in here. There's a little bit of a delay there, but I can be kind of working in here and, you know, messing with my Raspberry Pi or soldering stuff or whatever I'm going to be doing. And you can see what I'm doing, and I have that face cam. This is high res and everything, so it's not a big deal. And then if I want to get really close in on something, I can just do that, hopefully without as much glare. But so yeah. So not bad. Tell each other jokes or something or play with it. You know, one thing I know about myself is that I love a good joke and I love telling a good joke, but I'm not a very good joke teller, unfortunately. So, I'm much more of a quipper. Bought this microphone for $1. It's a Guitar Hero microphone. See, I bought it because it's a USB mic. And I was going to use it for streaming, but I would have to hold it like right here for you to be able to hear me. And that was just like, never mind then. So, yeah. Should give you an idea how old this mouse pad is. Sun was bought out by Oracle, what now? Close to a decade ago. This is from circa 2001-ish, 2002 maybe. So, alrighty, I think I'm probably going to stop there. Let me get my keyboard back. I'm in a mess of my work area, messing with that. But yeah, so so yeah, but that's about it for tonight. Any other, unless there are other questions or whatnot, here I am in all big. So I'm going to go ahead and close off this stream because I don't need it. Why the calf? To the other side. Nice. Alright, so, oh yeah, let me do a little preview for my next stream. close the there we go. There we are. Let me show you what I'm going to work on. Oh, all right. Cool, man. You have a good one. I guess that's it for me too then. So we'll go and close that up. Get back to the big me. Let's see who is online, if anybody. I don't think anybody's going to be online at this hour. But you never know. EJ, Craig. Yeah. Alright. Well, I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it there for the night. And not anybody I know who's streaming, so you all have a good night, and I will see you next time.